Is this thing working, bro? Got the light on and stuff, but I don't. Hello? Alright, I don't know. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to start off with a new series that I don't have a name to yet, but stay in tune for that. In today's video, we're going to be interviewing my friend Joel, and yes, he does have an 8.6 FRS, or whatever you want to call it. Joel has been one of my friends that have been around for some short time, and I figured his story was unique enough to put on my channel and as my first interview. Joel came to the US at a young age with a green card. He now has his own papers and since has faced his own set of struggles for someone living his age and is now striving and living his best life the way he can. I figured this video was important to show people how things are possible depending on your perspective on life and the people you surround yourself with. So please tap into this video to learn more about my friend Joel and why he has the car he has now, the struggle he faces daily, and what it's like to be someone who came to the US at a later stage of his life. Please like, comment, subscribe for more content like this, and without further ado, meet my boy Joel. What's up guys? For today's video, I got my boy Joel here. We're gonna do a quick interview. I just want to start off by saying thank you for popping out today, bro. I really appreciate you for doing this video last minute with me, and I just want to ask you a couple questions to go over the interview, all right? First things first, bro, like, how's everything? How's life? Everything's good?
It's been good, man. Like, working, hustling, you know.
So what do you do on your day-to-day?
What I do for work is I am a CNC operator.
CNC operator?
CNC
So
operator.
what does that, like, entail? Like, what does that, what do you go
So
through?
basically, where my actual job is over there is just I run a lathe machine,
Right.
a CNC lathe, and then I just do like, I can do anything basically like with metal,
Right.
but it's gotta be like circular, like cylinders, kind of like
So you,
shape.
so you work like metal shapes, basically, like you
Yeah,
mold them into
like-
something
Yeah, like,
good, like
do,
shapes?
like I can do shafts, rams,
Oh, you do all of that stuff?
all that. Like,
Oh, that's
you know,
pretty
like,
cool, bro.
Like I do all the way to like 60 inches long, like 5 inches diameter. I can work all the.
That's actually pretty cool, bro.
And I can squeeze up some videos or like examples of what I do. Like you can put it in, because it's difficult to explain to people that don't know.
Right, right, right.
So,
Like, how was your life growing up? Like, what made you come to America later on? Like, I know you came here with like a
Yeah.
green card and stuff,
yeah,
but
okay.
what made you come to America?
Basically my mom choice.
Uh-huh.
You know, my mom, brought us here because of my aunts. They're her sisters.
Right,
So basically, that's why they want for a better future over here.
right.
Like everybody would say, right? Any people from Mexico, South America, they come here, they see America as a good opportunity to grow and to make a better life.
Right.
Because back over there, like it's like you don't got the same opportunities that you have over here.
Right, yeah, I know that in other countries, especially like ours, like I know you're Peruvian and I'm Ecuadorian, like our countries are more dangerous than America as is. And I know that in our countries, our parents and like our ancestors have experienced more struggles than they have here. Not to mention that they have had their struggles here, but I mean, what kind of struggles did you face growing up when you came to America?
Oh, when I came or when I was over there?
When you came here, when you came to America, what kind of struggles did you face?
Of course, I think the first thing comes to mind for me is like the language, I guess.
The language barrier?
Language barrier. Like I feel like since I was a kid, like I was very how you say that word?
¿Cómo que se dice?
Insecure.
You're insecure.
Insecure
Got
about
you.
my accents,
Right.
especially with people like that only speak English.
Yeah, yeah, I get it. If there's certain words you can't say in English, you can say it in Spanish. I'll translate it.
Yeah, it's like good. I mean, I basically know. I've been here for a long time, so I basically know the words. So sometimes it's difficult to pronounce it.
Yeah, no, I get it. I completely get it. I mean, I know. So my brother actually, my brother came to the U.S. at a late age as well. Well, I wouldn't say late. He was still young. He had elementary school and all that. And for the most part, I was a baby for his onset growth. So I didn't really see the struggles he had growing up. But I know that sometimes he does have struggles saying like certain words, and I kind of hear it slip out here and there. And like I wonder if you had the same experiences as him. I wonder if he felt the same way as you when it came to being insecure about not knowing how to speak the English language, the primary language of the U.S.
Like.
And mind you, I want to backtrack what I'm saying. The U.S. doesn't have a primary language. Right? There's languages all over the place. But what challenges did you face when you came
ESL. You know, I don't know if you guys know about ESL. ESL is basically means like English second language, right?
Right. Yeah. That's what it means.
So basically, they send everybody that is from another country, or like English not is their first language. They will send you there to like, and then basically over there, a lot of people don't speak English, like same as me.
Right.
So I used to hang out with a lot of like Hispanics, you know, like a lot of Peruvians, Dominicans. You know, I was from Clifton, so like.
Oh boy. Interruption here. Alright, but continue.
So to be honest, like all my friends growing up, came here when I was in 7th grade, all the way to high school. They all were like Hispanics, or any kind of Hispanics.
Right.
From Mexicans to Peruvians. You know, I have my own group of friends up there, and then I think that's what like I couldn't. I feel like I didn't speak English very fast. Is because I was hanging out with too many Hispanic.
Right.
Then,
yes, I do understand that.
And then I heard a lot of people like usually if you want to learn English fast and like good, you need to hang out with people that don't speak Spanish.
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
And then a lot of people because when I went to school to Clifton, so Clifton are like worried about like the percentage of like Hispanic, Arabs, you know, like Caucasian people, like it was very like
there was diversity.
It was diversity.
Got
so,
you.
to be honest, like you know, it wasn't as bad. I'm pretty sure I heard stories like where like somebody like asked me like they came to like only like you know like Caucasian students or like or all the type of students like they don't speak Spanish. They
Right.
struggle more on there because to be honest they don't know who to get help.
Who to go to.
Yeah, who to
Right.
go to.
I definitely understand that because there was a lot of like. So I went to school in Hackensack here in Jersey, so there was a lot of students that were in ESL, and we had a lot of students who just mainly spoke Spanish, and there was always that one group of kids that you would be like, oh, those are Dominicans, those are Puerto Ricans, like they all stuck as a whole bunch, like they were all one little group, and like they.
Where did it go?
What? Take the right. We about to take the right. We're about to go to wrong. We're about to go to New York, bro. Oh my God. But carry on. So yeah, so I know like those groups, they usually stick together because that's what they were familiar with, and that familiar, like the familiarity. Oh my God, I can't speak English anymore. Like them being familiar with that, like being with people that speak the same language as them, I know gave them some kind of comfortability.
Yeah,
and that comfortability, you know, allowed them to strive in school, strive in social gatherings whenever they're outside of school, especially with their families, and it helped with a lot of developmental things. However, I do agree that, you know, speaking your own language when you come here and strictly just your language doesn't improve your English at all. But how was life before you came to the U.S.? You were like, how old were you when you came to the U.S.?
I got nothing bad to say about my early age.
Your early age, like your country?
Like my country, like to be honest, I enjoy my childhood.
Right.
I feel like it was like, like it was free. Like even though I didn't got a lot of money or a lot of, I guess toys or whatever.
Yeah. So you barely had toys, any money when you were in Peru?
Yeah, of course. I think, yeah, I'll say so. Like to be honest, like no, but I never, to be honest, like I never noticed, you know.
Yeah, you never noticed that you didn't really have much.
I didn't have much because, to be honest, like I was very happy.
Yeah.
Like during my childhood, it was very free. I used to go out
Right.
every day. I used to go out every day, play with my friends, be with my family. But at that time, like my dad and my mom work together because right now my dad's in Peru, so it's different. So by that time, like it was to be honest, like I mean you're a kid, so you don't know like all the struggles.
Yeah, right. That's right.
Parents go through.
Yeah, everything's kind of hidden when you're a kid.
Yeah,
you don't really.
So,
and when you grow up, you kind of forget some of the struggles unless they're like very traumatic.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's good to know that, you know, somebody who comes from their home country, I mean, they're, you know, from Peru or from any other third world country, they're not, they didn't struggle as much beforehand, and that's good.
I think so, because it's just sometimes like this, having, I guess this country makes you think, oh, he has that, like he has a car, he has a PS5, like
they have it all.
They have and then some people will, oh, I want that too.
No, yeah, of course. wouldn't say greed, but it's more so envy. Like people envy the stuff that we have.
Over there, like to be honest, when I was a kid or when I was over there, like people around me, they didn't have all that stuff, you know.
Right.
So you don't have the urge to to get it or to like
the urge to get it or go for it. Yeah,
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, I definitely.
It was a simpler,
everything was simple.
Simple
like
life.
Yeah.
You know, I like the life over there where I'm from, like especially where I'm from. It was like day to day. You just make your bread for like the day and that's it.
Right.
As long as you got something to eat at the table that day, you're good.
That's good. I mean, that's a very humble lifestyle to have, even as such a young kid at an early age. And I know, like, even now we have kids at this age in the U.S. who are far more developed than half the people outside of the country, and that doesn't mean that they're that other kids outside of the country aren't as better. But it just what I mean to say is basically like these kids have it all immediately when they're born here. They don't have to work for it. Their parents get it for them, and some of that creates a spoiled. How can I say? It just makes them spoiled, basically. I agree, and I think actually, and
no, because I have cousins or like nephews. They were born here and stuff.
Right.
The type of mindset that is very different. Like of my because I got two sisters and my other cousins that almost the same lifestyle that I have.
Right.
We can see like how we see life is way different than how they see it.
Yes.
Like
the point of view is completely different. I do agree.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I have cousins, I have aunts, and a family all over in Ecuador, and they definitely do see that our life is a lot different. And I think our families think that we are far more ahead in life than they are, and when they see that, they're like, "Oh, they're doing so good over in America." But truth be told, it's not really like that, right? You kind of have to struggle for what you need, and
especially in the beginning.
Yeah, especially in the beginning. I mean, do you remember any of the struggles you had in the beginning when you first came here, besides not being able to speak, like financially?
Yeah, of course. I guess financially it was a lot because I came here. My dad. We have to share my mom and my two sisters. We used to share our room.
Right.
Used to.
So it just used to be you, your mom, and your sister, just all three of you guys.
Yes, all three.
And your dad just stood behind.
Yeah, my dad stood behind. It's for legal reasons, but.
For legal reasons? Okay, that's understandable. I get that. So you were basically like the man of the house.
Yeah, at very late I have to take that role.
That has to have some kind of effect on you now, though, right? You didn't really have the chance to be a kid. You had to be the man of the house at such an early age, and you have to. You're the face of the house, basically, right? I mean, that's the standard that we have for a kid as a guy growing up. That's kind of hard, no?
It was.
Did your parents expect anything out of you?
I think, and then that's talks we have with my sisters. Even though my mom and my dad, they give us all the love they could. Like they love me. You can see the love, but they never really like were involved in like my not say future, but I think like especially my mom will respect me to know everything,
Right.
So basically with me, like even like planning to go, like going to college, whatever, like it was only it has to be me, and that's it.
Right.
Like they think I know everything, I mean, but at the moment, to be honest, I was struggling. I didn't know. It was my first time experiencing everything, so it was hard. I think I will say, like it was really hard that accent, because I guess my mom will think I got it.
Right.
And then there was something that I'll never. To be honest, as a guy, I think I can agree. Like we never ask for help. I think we always trying to find our ways to do the stuff to get out our problems or like situations that we have, financially, emotionally. We always keep it to ourselves.
Right.
And throughout, the more you grow up, the more you talk about it, I think you realize, how that will affect you in the long run. But to be honest, accepting and then also like having that mentality of not just being like, I say like, blaming to anybody, just accepting it.
Like taking it for what it is and playing your cards right. So what would be your advice for young men out there right now that are struggling to make ends meet, house and just trying to figure out who they should be and how they should grow up?
And to be honest, I would say like, you know, like not to compare yourself to anybody. You know, like anybody have different lives.
That is true. Yes.
You can compare like somebody, I don't know, like, oh, he already has a job, like he already graduated college, he already got a car. To be honest, like doing that like will make you life miserable.
Yeah.
So like, you know, you like, for me, like growing up, like I've been paying rent since I was in high school. Like I've been working since I was like 14. You know, like it was difficult for me to compare myself to somebody like, you know, that's helping. And I'm not saying like not to like devaluate their
accomplishments.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, yeah, not to evaluate their accomplishments, but also like, you know, there's difficulties on that.
I do agree. Yeah, I do agree that there are difficulties.
And then in everything, if you work and really want it, you're gonna get it.
Right.
And don't look at the time. Look at what you doing right now, and then always progressing, and always like, you know, like going to the next step. I think a lot of people give up on the dreams because like they see it so far away, and then
they don't realize it's right there.
It's right there, and then what you have to do, and then to help out to achieve your goals, just at least going one step.
One step at a time.
One step at a time.
That's really great advice for people who are struggling to move on and with their lives. And not even for just young men. I think for women as well, young women, older women, old adults all around. I feel like that's pretty great advice. I mean, comparison is the thief of joy. Like we should not be comparing ourselves to anything actually. And I'm kind of glad that you did say that. It's really humble of you to say that. And the fact that you've been working since 14 is insane. I mean, I know a couple kids who've been doing that for a young age. My dad, for example, he tells me all about his life stories, and he's been working since he was such a little kid, maybe a little younger before you. And you know, coming from somebody from a different country and trying to change their life around is hard. But you know, being a kid though, and giving all these struggles and you know, looking for a way out, you know, how did you get yourself into cars? I mean, is a car, like being into cars, is that like your way out of like the struggles, your lifestyle? Like, does it clear your mind driving on a road that's as dark as this? Like,
I mean, I think I've been the car guy that, you know, you love this.
You love this view. Hold on.
I love how driving your car, like
Such a beautiful view.
Yeah, like to not feeling the roads, you know, like you're by yourself. I don't even listen to music when I drive. Like
the exhaust is your music.
Is my music. You know, like, it's very peaceful especially when you're alone or stuff. Like I think it's something that I enjoy, and then I look forward, like, you know, especially when you got something new to your car. Like, you know, you're excited.
Right.
You get excited.
So, what got you into cars growing up?
So I think since I was a little kid, I think I always liked cars, like little Hot Wheels, anything, you know, like. But I think like what got me to my taste of cars, I guess it was just a video game. I don't know if you ever heard of Need for Speed Carbon.
Need for Speed Carbon, yeah, that's such an old game.
Yeah,
my God.
To be honest, that game like made me like love like Japanese cars.
They made you like JDM style cars and stuff?
JDMs, like, you know, like I remember like the first cars that I really liked was the RX-8.
Oh yes, that's such a beautiful car. Yeah.
To be honest, like seeing that, like, or even the Mazda 3, like the hatchback.
Yes, that's such an iconic car too. Yeah. My brother actually, he loves the Mazda 3. He's been looking at the hatchback for a while. He actually owns the new hatchback, and I've been trying to tell him to slam it for a while. You've been into cars for quite some time, and
like to me, I always when I would get this question, like what comes to mind is like, not since I was a little kid, I always like cars.
Right.
But then to come to like my taste of cars, I think it's been like I said, like Need for Speed Carbon. I don't know if you remember that game, but like it makes you choose what you want.
Yes.
Like it makes you choose, like you want JDM, muscle, I think it was German or like luxury cars.
German, yeah, German. I didn't think they have electric cars at that time though.
Yeah.
Those was just German.
I said luxury.
Oh, luxury.
Yeah, it was like, no, you can choose. You know what my catch my eye, what I like, it was the JDM.
The JDM. Yeah.
So I always choose that one. I remember like always choosing the RX-8, and then for a long time that was my dream car, to be honest.
The RX-8?
The RX-8.
The RX-8 really is such a beautiful car. I will cars. I mean, they're not alone though. Growing up, I've always been JDM. You know, my brother actually put me on to so many car things. Shout out to him. And because of him, we're into cars. We're both into cars. I mean, we both like JDM because of that. I mean, I used to grow up watching the old Fast and Furious movies. Oh my God, Tokyo Drift got me into JDM so hard. Like, it was bad, man. And then, you know, all the video games as well. Like, and the adrenaline rush you get from driving your car too is another thing you seek that you really love about driving cars. So I really do relate to you on that, man. But what made you choose the FRS? People like to say that, like, our cars are slow. I mean, I have an 862 and our cars are visibly so. For example, I chose my car because I knew it was a fun car to drive. I'm not really there for the speed. I liked it for how it looked, you know, and how it felt when it drove. So, like, what made you choose this car to begin with? Like, it's JDM, it's a 2-seater coupe, you daily this all the time, it's not really convenient, but why this car?
Okay, so I gotta bring it back to high school, I think. When I was in high school,
so
like my long time, like, also my favorite, like, car was the Subaru WRX.
The WRX, right?
WRX, like the hatchback also, like the hatchback, like not even last year, like the gen before that one, so it was like, I don't know what gen is it, but with the hatchback, I really loved that one. And then the new one came out in 2017, 2016.
Yeah.
The new gen at that time was new. No, I was looking forward, and I was saving money for that car. But when I was saving up for that car, my cousin got a WRX.
He got the WRX.
And then when he got it, like, to be honest, like, we did everything, you know, we put full Botox, exhaust, and then, to be honest, by the time we did everything,
you just didn't want it.
I didn't want it.
I mean, that makes sense. You kind of lived your dream through your cousin.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah.
But even though, like, everything she's there, it was like between WRX and then 86 FRS, you know,
Right.
because it was different. It was like different. Like, you go from all-wheel drive to a rear-wheel drive.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, like, and they always wanted a rear-wheel drive. Like, that's something I really wanted, to be honest. Like, I was looking into, like, Genesis, you know, all that. But I feel like 86 seems right. Like, I really like the body styles. Back then, you know, like, you got any type of mods for this car. Like, even, like, early on, like, you know, body kits, lip kits, you know, like, the choices were, like, to the roof. Like, even to now, like, and they keep getting more parts. So I think that what makes me, because I really want to enjoy building a car and stuff.
So you really appreciated, like, the look of the 86 in general. Like the BRZ, Scion FRS, whatever you want to call it. But you just appreciated how it was. And, you know, rear-wheel drive, honestly, in our cars is so scary up here. Excuse me. It's especially in the wintertime. I mean, we've had a couple of snowstorms here the past couple of weeks.
To be honest, like, thankfully I haven't get, like, anything scary.
Right.
So, yeah, like, I don't know if I drive carefully on the snow. Like, I'll take my car, I'll take it, but nothing crazy happening. But, you know, like, since I was involved in the, you know, you created your Instagram and you make friends with all the friends.
Yeah.
You see, like, how many
people crash our cars.
Yeah. You know? It's insane. Even especially the new ones. I don't know why. The GRs.
So yeah, there's this thing called the GR curse, and I unfortunately have been a victim to it.
You do.
2 times actually. And Ricky, yeah, Ricky has been, you know, luckily now he has such a super sexy 86.
Wow.
And with the hot boy rims, you know, yeah. So, but a lot of people that we know have been cursed with that 86 curse, and I don't know where it comes from or what happens with it, but that it's just there. But it's pretty cool to know that you've come this far. I mean, what are your dreams and aspirations for when you're older? What do you want to achieve now, since you've gotten a stable lifestyle now?
To be honest, like, I want to combine my profession with cars. I think that's like something in the future I want to apply. And it's a dream that, to be honest, I want to achieve. It's not like a dream, I guess. I want to achieve it. So it's like I got very experience with cars. I'm very comfortable working with tools or anything. But since I do, like, machinery,
Right.
like, in the term for, like, even a manufacturing, even like anything,
Right.
I can combine what I do at work and then put it into cars. Doing like a shop / machine shop. You know?
Yeah. is basically something that you've always wanted then at that point. Like you just want your own business.
Yeah,
That makes a lot of sense. I mean, we've spoken about businesses a couple times, so I think we know where we're going with this, but we can't talk about that too much right now. But do you think that you're happy now? Do you think that little you, like younger version of you, is happy?
I think like seeing my car, like driving my car, and then, because I think you've been through that. You seen the little kids.
Yeah.
Like a smile, like give me your thumbs up, or like telling to rev it. That makes your day right there.
Oh yeah, it does.
And then you see.
I think that makes any car guy's day actually.
And then you see yourself there.
Yeah, I do agree. I mean, I think honestly, ever since I've gotten my car, I've had a couple kids look at it. They were like, "Yo, rev it." They want to hear it, and yeah, I mean, you do see yourself in that position because that one time that was you, So, I mean, I'm glad to know that you're living such a stable lifestyle, considering that you originally came from another country, that your parents have, risen you to be a stand-up guy, and you're very humble. You've been working since such a young age, and I admire that about you. You're a hard worker, regardless of whatever comes your way. And I feel like we need more people like that, more people who are humble, more people who work hard for what they want. And I feel like we're getting less and less of that every day. So I think, as a friend, as somebody who sees you from an outside point of view, even though we have our moments where we're like, yo, Joel, you're so but like, I respect that part of you. You want it, you achieve it, and that's the kind of people I like to surround myself with. And it's just good to say that I'm proud of you for still being here with us today, still being having the car that you want. And are we about to go to New York? I appreciate the fact that you came out here today, and even you took the time out of your day to come here, and it was great. It was amazing. I think to get to know more about your life story and what you go through every day and what you went through is amazing. I mean, do you aspire to have kids at all?
Of course.
Do you want kids?
Yeah, of course. I think that will push me to be my best. To be honest.
When you have a kid, yeah.
I'm saying like to be the best of yourself.
The best version of yourself, yeah.
Of course.
I do say that a lot. I do say that to be the best version of yourself every day. Yeah, I feel like that was enough questions for me today. I mean, is there anything that you'd like to say before the end of the video? Because now we're stuck in New York.
Just keep grinding, guys. Get your bag,
get your bag, get your clothes, aspire your dreams.
It's a lot. Don't let time beat up your enemy. To be honest,
don't let time be your enemy.
You can achieve anything, no matter when you start, how you start, where you came from.
That's a good thing to say actually for people who are watching this, and I hope that whoever watches this gets some motivation from seeing where you are today. And it doesn't take to have a Lambo or a high-powered car or having houses or money to really make yourself happy. I mean, everybody would be happy to have that, but it doesn't take much of that to be happy when you appreciate the things that you have right now. I mean, I feel like if you devalue the stuff that you have, what's the point? So I really appreciate you for popping out today, especially after working. I know this was such last minute thing, but hopefully people can take a lesson from this, can hear you out, and probably relate. We'll probably have people who relate to this. You never know.
I never know.
So thank you so much.
No problem.
And
it was a pleasure being here with you.
Thank you, man. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you and talking with you. That concludes the end of this interview, guys. Hopefully we can have more come out soon, and if anything, I'll probably have a vlog, more vlogs, more things, more content come by. So just like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are in the video so I can improve my content. And then I think that's it. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, bye.